Alright, so first up, this is a pick a card love reading for people involved in a relationship or a situation. They want to be a relationship, so this is for people who are already involved with someone, okay? And so you're going to pick which Reiki stone is drawing you in, and then I'm going to assign them to the different sets of cards. I have 5 sets of cards, 5 decks. I believe I'm using 5 decks to give you some insight. I've been doing readings lately for clients, and they have been accurate. So I decided, you know, since people have been asking a lot about love and their relationship, to do a general reading, pick a card reading. I haven't done one in a while. If you need more guidance, please go to www.amethystvirgo.com, where I can do a personalized reading and astro reading for you. There's directions on my website on how to buy that, and I'll put a link in the description box. All right, so pick which one is drawing you in. I'm then going to start moving these to the piles of cards. Okay. Who do I want to start with first? All right, I'm going to start first with this one. You chose this one. So your anchor card is the 2nd house. So we're dealing with money right now. So we're dealing with money in a partner or someone trying to accomplish goals, getting money, trying to own something, maybe buy a house, maybe own property, get their finances in order. Let's get some more clarity of what's been happening with the situation though. 6 of Wands. I'm sorry, that's not reverse. It's not reverse this time. All right, 6 of Wands for you in this relationship. The situation is victory. So this is dealing with, like, this is a person. I'm getting more sense. This is for people who are in a relationship where you feel like there's a lot of financial issues or financial needs, but what's happening is this person might be on the path to trying to be financially stable. This person might be on the move. So you might feel like there's a release from your relationship because they're now moving on. So maybe they were able to accomplish a financial goal, get a new job, move, finish their education, whatever the case may be. This is a relationship that has something to do with finances or some goals. And if you're watching this right now, you're like, wait, that's not me. Keep reading, keep watching, or just, you know, you can go to the timestamp to a different stone. Again, the best option is to get your own reading because, like I said, my readings have been super on point when it comes to love. So you might want to get your own reading. All right, but we do see here the Hermit in reverse. So the Hermit usually wants to be alone. So you might have been feeling neglected lately. You've been feeling neglected. You've been feeling like this person has not been giving me what I need. This person is only focused on money and their job, and they don't have time for me. But really, it's that they're trying to accomplish something so that they can be with you. They're trying to make sure they're financially stable before they get into this relationship. And sometimes people want other people to put them first. But sometimes people have to put their goals first because they can't be any good to you sometimes if they're not happy. If a person is miserable with themselves, unfortunately, you're probably not going to be able to change how they feel about themselves. You know, that's not the purpose of a relationship, is for them to build your entire self-esteem. You kind of have to come already having some self, actualization. We have an oracle card telling us love. Okay, we have the Healing Tarot, the Psychic Tarot. Actually, it's the Psychic Tarot Heart deck. Love. There's love here. This is not something you should be worried about. This is not something you should be insecure about. There's love. There's a shared compassion there. And your romance card is express your love. Go ahead and make the romance gesture. Like I said, you see the victory card. This person is almost done with certain aspect of their life, their journey, whatever it is that's been holding them back, but it's been some type of goal. So it's very important now that you express yourself. Love is definitely possible for people who chose this set because we see all these energies showing this person is not trying to purposely hurt you or be away from you. They're simply trying to focus on their goals. All right, which ones do I want to do next? All right, so we have this one. Okay, if you chose that one, North Nodes, life's purpose. So this is for people like you're meant to meet each other. There might be some type of twin flame karmic relationship to this. The North Node is personal in a person's birth chart, is your spiritual path. You can have North Node in Cancer, in Capricorn, Virgo, any of the 12 signs, which give you a sense of direction. And your South Node is where you're supposed to go away from. See what I'm saying? North Node is what you're going towards. And so this is like a karmic element to people who chose this one in particular. Now, the energy that we have going on, we have 4 of Swords in reverse. You two might have just gotten over something difficult. Maybe you were not talking for a while, or there was a break in communication, and now you're back up, and you're still trying to figure out what the direction of the relationship is, because now you're kind of back in contact, or now you feel like things are kind of back in order, but not necessarily all the way. And so this does represent, like, you know, coming back together, trying to fuse it back together. We have the Death card, but with any type of karmic relationship or relationship that is based on like a destiny type focus, we have a need to transform and change and evolve, and one of you might be kind of more hesitant to do that. You know, a lot of people think, oh, soulmate, twin flame, karmic relationship, oh, it's going to be beautiful. You have to do the work, though. And I think that's with any spiritual work, tarot, astrology, whatever the case may be. Like, a person can give you a reading, a person can tell you what the chart says, what the cards say, but you also have to do the work. And if you are in a karmic relationship where you have a past life situation with someone, or you have a destiny type of relationship, you have to do the work, because it's not going to be easy. Anything that's worth having is not this easy flash in the pan situation. And so one of you does have to work through some of your fear of change. Just one of you is probably fearing change, and sometimes those feelings in those types of relationships are so intense. Like, it's not like the relationships with other people. A person just runs away from responsibility because it's so, you know, it's so much, it's so heavy. You have open up. So maybe it's you, or it's kind of confused, or them, but it's like you might need to open up to them. You know, there's been some things that have been left unsaid, and there's a need for you two to actually come back together. So again, especially if you had that break, that break in communication, it's now like, don't just assume things are great just because you're back. Keep that line of communication open, and you have chemistry. You know, there's chemistry there. There's a connection there. This is not something to necessarily give away or give up on right now at this particular time. All right, what do we have next? Because I do want to go in a specific order for this. Let's see what I looked up. Okay, so we're moving this one this way. So if you look at the difference, the one I just did is more like a burgundy. Okay, like if you're like, you know, if you're not sure what the colors mean, these are like stones. So there's like, this one is like amethyst. It's a Reiki stone, but it's amethyst. You see what I'm saying? But like, some people are like, wait, I don't know the names of all of them. And I'm going to put the names below. But this is more the burgundy color one. This is more like the more clear, if you can see, like a reddish brown one. Okay, and so, oops, the energy here, let me make sure you guys can see this. Grand Trine. Okay, Grand Trine. I mean, not Grand Trine, I'm sorry. Grand Cross. Grand Cross. Not Trine. Now, a trine is an easy flow of energy. Okay? Alright? A trine is an easy flow of energy. What we don't have with the cross is we have a square, and that means when four planets are typically away from each other, right? So there's like, it creates tension. So it's almost like you're drawn to each other, because sometimes tension can draw you to each other. It's like people who like drama, and you're like, why do you like drama? Because it's exciting, right? I don't do drama, but some people do. So my drama's on TV. I watch TV. I don't get involved in all that stuff. But Grand Cross Provoker. This is a very, very tricky situation. It's very strong energy. It's like kind of maybe even a love-hate type of relationship you're trying to figure out with each other. Now you have the Nine of Wands in reverse. Now the problem has been you haven't set boundaries. It's like some people have, one of you has crossed the boundaries of this situation. One of you has done something maybe that has crossed boundaries. You both need to sit down and think about, what are the rules of your relationship or your situation? Like, what are your expectations? Because that'll tell you right off the bat if you're even in a viable relationship that can even work in the first place. You have the Star card, though. Definitely about, you know, this person doesn't make you feel good, though. Like, when we look at the Star, she's naked, she has no jewels, she has nothing, because she doesn't need it. Now, obviously, we're talking spiritually, because we live in the physical world and we need money and stuff, right? But I'm talking more so about the way this person makes you feel just whole. And so even though there's conflict within the relationship and these ups and downs and these issues, there's still this aspect of them making you feel a way you've never felt before. Now, dedicated effort is needed on both parts. You cannot just assume this is going to work just because you feel this intense passion. And again, anytime I say with any reading, people need to do the work. And my approach to doing tarot or astrology or any spiritual work is, I'm going to give you the information, but it's also, I'm going to give you a little bit of homework. You know, there's work to be done. It's not just, this is what's going to happen, and you can't do anything to change it. That's some readers. Some people do that. And I'm not judging that, because each person should go to a reader that they feel is, you know, relatable to their style. But I'm more about empowering you to make decisions. But again, it's effort on both sides. You both have to be willing to do this work. Your romance oracle card is wedding. So this is a more so like, I don't know if you've talked about it. Maybe you are already planning. This is more so symbolically. We're not all saying like, oh, tomorrow you broke on your wedding. You're going to get a wedding. You're going to have a wedding. We're talking about symbolically. We're talking about maybe you've talked about wedding. There's the potential for this to happen. Now, even if you get married, there still would need to be work that you guys need to do. Do you see what I'm saying? None of this, my readings are energy readings. I don't do finality. This is what's going to be the end of all things. No, it's like everything in life is constantly evolving. This is the energy of the situation right now and the potential for this relationship right now. All right. So, let me see if I want to do this. Okay. Energy of this one. Gemini. Okay. All right. So this is a situation you're thinking a lot about it. You know, you might even be questioning some things. You're curious. You're trying to figure things out. For some people, it's like a new situation. For some of you, it's questioning maybe things for the first time. So this is more so an energy of a relationship or situation where you're trying to figure it out. What is this? Or who is this person? You're trying to gather and accumulate information. Now, we have the Eight of Cups in reverse. All right, showing a need or a concern with sacrifice, right? Somebody not willing to sacrifice something, and maybe that's what really has you overthinking the situation. Somebody's not willing to change. Somebody's not willing to sacrifice something, and this is causing you to think. This is causing you to be like, wait a minute now. What's going on? What's happening? Why do I feel this way? You might be giving more than they're giving, and that's making you feel questioning now. Why am I even in this situation in the first place? The interesting thing is you have Two of Cups, so it's like you're still involved. Some of you are still involved in this relationship. You're still involved in the situation, romance. You might even be making plans together. You're still involved. Some of you are like, okay, we're going to move together. We're going to do this together. The person might not even know that you're questioning the relationship, interestingly enough, but you're feeling like you're doing more than they're doing. You're starting to think a lot of different things that you didn't feel originally. We have rest and reconsider, right? Let me move this up. I'm sorry if you cannot see this. Rest and reconsider, which is telling you that there's a need for you to really think and reflect on what's going on before taking action, before making decisions, before moving forward, before making it anything more serious. There's some things you need to get out of your chest first. There's some things you need to focus on and really think about if this is a situation that you want. Now, your oracle card is religious factors, and it says your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. Now, some people are like, wait, I'm not religious. What are you talking about? I look at this card. Everything in tarot, in my opinion, or oracle is symbolic as well as it is factual. Do you see what I'm saying? So when I'm looking at religion, if you're not religious, we're just talking about your belief system. Seriously. Whatever morals you have, the belief system, the way you guys live your life. So right now, it's almost like there's differences there. There might be differences, cultural or spiritual, religious, whatever the factors are. There's age. There could be any type of different ideology, mindset that is kind of causing you to take pause, causing you to kind of not be sure of the direction that you want this relation to be in. But as you can see, rest and reconsider tells you really you should do this thinking. This is okay. It's okay for you to really evaluate what the situation is and what it means to you. And you shouldn't really feel guilty about that unless you're leading someone on. That's a whole different situation. So the last one that we have here, we have Scorpio energy leading this. So Scorpio energy, transformation. Scorpio energy is about depth, emotional stability, emotional control, you know, having control over your emotions, showing what you want to show because you feel so deeply. It's not like your emotions are just dangling, right? Think about Scorpio energy versus the other water signs, right? Like Scorpio energy is very composed because it's very specific about who it wants to give it to, right? And so when we have Scorpio fixed water, I transform. So this is about transformation. You know, this is a relationship that maybe has changed you. It's a relationship where maybe you're seeing it grow and develop in new ways. And so we have the Devil card here, though. So there might have been at some point some things that you weren't showing or they weren't showing. There's been some type of, and deception can mean anything. I don't mean it always has to be something, you know, crazy or a cheating scandal or something like that. But there's been a lot of ups and downs potentially because of someone hiding something. You know, the Devil card, it's when we are being led to believe one thing in order to, you know, mask what is really going on. So that's the energy that has been. There's been some type of issue in the past with someone really like not doing something that you know, was transparent, and maybe that caused the other person to not feel trust in the situation. Now, you have the Ace of Pentacles, though, where you still need to evaluate what you gain and what you get from the relationship. In the Ace of Pentacles, we think of reward, we think of gain, we think of getting things that we need, getting what I need from the relationship, getting what I feel from the relationship, getting what I can actually, you know, what I actually want. Evaluating, what do you want, right? We see the Ace of Pentacles, that's what we're doing. We're thinking about what is it that we actually can physically do and get, not just feel, not just, oh, love you. What does this relationship actually fulfill you to the point where you feel that you're getting something of value from the relationship? All right. Now we have the detached card, though, for some of you. Yeah, some of you, this has been like a problem. This has been like an evolution of issues. Like I said, the Devil card coming out talking about like trickery, manipulation, somebody not really being what they said they were going to do, betrayal, and detach. And for you, some of you, I think this deck, this set compared to the other ones is more so betrayal, detach. Somebody needs to move on. Somebody needs to stop being so attached to the situation and really look at it objectively. And your Oracle card is past life relationship. You've known each other before. And so sometimes in those relationships that are past life relationships, you get hurt again. And people don't like that. I know people don't like that. They're like, well, wait, we're supposed to get it together. There's different ways people can hurt people. You know, it doesn't always have to look the same. But, you know, there's some, if you don't overcome your past life issues and move past them, what's going to happen is you're going to repeat them. You see what I'm saying? It's really important with these past life type of relationships to both people have to do the work. That's why some people don't end up with their twin flame, soulmate, some karmic relationships. Some people don't have those relationships in this lifetime. Like it's really deep to the point where like I don't go around telling everybody like this person's your twin flame. Like I let people tell me. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, and I'll do a reading for them. I'm not going to look at you and say this person is your twin flame or they're not. Like, you know, you'll know if you have that type of relationship with someone. But it doesn't always mean it's going to work out if you two are not on the same page. It doesn't matter what type of past you have with someone. There's no direction if this person has no direction. And you can have all the faith and belief in the world, but if the person is not doing the work that you're doing, then it's one-sided and you're going to feel unfulfilled and hurt anyway. So this is a past life relationship. You've known each other before. There's a lot of karmic energy going on with this, but it also tells you to detach for a moment, and then you're actually going to be able to see things for what they truly are when you do that work. All right, so thank you for watching. Again, if any of this resonated with you and you're like, wait, I want to know more, you go to my website, www.amethystvirgo.com, and you go to buy a reading. You also can go to the Tarot FAQ where I tell you my personal philosophy on how I read tarot cards. And with the reading, you'll get a mini astro report on how your astrology affects the situation, a relationship, or whatever your question is. And you also will get a video, a personalized video where I do this, but it's for your situation. And you also get a free reading at another point in time. You get another free reading after your purchase of this one. So you get a lot. And so if you need more specific guidance, please visit my website. Thank you for watching.